This is the weakest part of America's power grid right here. Transmission line. These transmission lines take the high transmission voltage all through the states and to substation. So this is a look at the transmission lines in Florida, just for reference there. You can see how there's not that many of them. You know, you cut off a little branch up there, a little branch down there, and power to millions gone. So now when you think about like all these immigrants, people who are coming from overseas that might have problems with American or America in general, like, I don't know, maybe like someone wants to get Taiwan back and they're like, well, how about this? You know, how many people do you want to trade for Taiwan? And, you know, they start making that deal with our government. And if you can take a look at our government's history, they don't give a fuck about us, dude. They care way more about everything else. They still haven't even paid back the people in Hawaii. So like in Hawaii, I think they said it's something like $5 billion worth of damages. And so far they've gotten a little over 300 million sent in that direction. Some of it's been loans, which means it has to be paid back. And a lot of it covers overhead. That's less than like 6% of the total losses. But to wars overseas, hundreds of millions of dollars. I think we've sent over $100 billion to Ukraine. Matter of fact, I think we exported like $95 billion worth of just weaponry this year. I mean, but it's obvious, you know, you can take a look back at like Hurricane Katrina. Everyone's upset about how long that took, about people just sitting on their roofs, basically like dying, like asking. But people don't realize like that hurricane, it wasn't hurricane's fault. The whole problem with Hurricane Katrina is that we had these shitty ass fucking barricades. First of all, they were designed for a 1 in 100 year storm, which is garbage. I forgot which other country it is that has these, they're called dikes or whatever. They designed theirs for a 1 in 1,000 year storm, which means way, way more. And they've known for a long time that they needed to upgrade those. Guess what they did? They did nothing until a hurricane came and took it out. And all the people with it. I bet you didn't know that, which one was it? Challenger, the one that exploded and it was all the engineers beforehand were all freaking out. They're like, we can't send this rocket up. It needs to be for maintenance. We have to redo the rockets. They knew that the gasket on the solid rocket booster was damaged. And I think someone like quit. They were all like literally fighting with them about it, but they're like, oh, it costs too much money. Just send it up anyway. All the people who made it, like none of the people who even know how it works. They're sitting at the table making these decisions. They don't know how it works. They're putting people in it and they know it costs lives. And the people who made it, that maintain it, are like, dude, you can't do this. You can't send it up. They did it anyway. So it's like, it's not even just that America doesn't value, you know, foreigner lives. It doesn't value our lives. So like when our power grid is this sketchy, like it's that easy. And I followed this. Maybe I'll make a video and follow this on Google Maps. But the thing it just goes and goes and goes and goes. And it's, you go over there, dude, you just get an impact. You just unbolt a few fucking struts and tie it to like a truck and you could pull the thing down, dude. Or you could probably just probably be easier if you just had a drone with just a whole bunch of conductor like that and just drop it over the actual wires themselves, just short the whole thing. Because those aren't insulated. Those are just, they use air as insulation. So you could literally just go up there and touch it. It's bare naked wire. Protect yourselves because the government won't. And your president can't do anything, right? Doesn't matter if it's Biden or Trump. They don't have control over shit.